Ever since the Prusa CORE One was announced, there was an incredibly unimportant question in my mind. Can you print a full-sized airless basketball on it? About a year ago, some 3D designers uploaded airless basketballs styled after that really expensive Wilson airless basketball, and they were popular in videos on YouTube. So, the Prusa CORE One has an advertised build volume of 250 by 220 by 270. It's slightly deeper in the y-axis over the Mark IV's at 220 millimeters, and significantly taller at 270 in the z-axis. But one of the first things I noticed was that there seemed to be some additional room in the y-axis that wasn't advertised. By moving the print head manually, you can see the y-axis can travel from 221 millimeters on the far end all the way down to -19. It taps the end stop on each extreme, but it appears that we have just about 240 millimeters in the y-axis, almost 10% more than Prusa advertises. So let's see if we can actually print on that extra space. So we'll create a box here. Let's make it 250 by 240 millimeters. Obviously that's too large for the standard bed, as you can see. So we'll go to the Printers tab and then General and select Bed Space, and we'll set our y-axis to 240 millimeters. Okay. And then I'm going to disable binary G-code just so I can view the G-code file if needed. And I'm going to go to the extruder tab, and I'm going to set the extruder offset to 19. This is because we want 0 on the print bed to be -19 on our actual machine. Okay, so back to the file. If we center it on the bed, we can see that now it fits. And so we're not printing all day. I'm going to set the height to about 3 millimeters here. And then to avoid printing the entire build sheet, we're going to create a negative volume. And I'm going to create a negative volume a little smaller than our original box. Maybe, 240 by 230, and then sort of center it. Doesn't have to be fully centered for this test. And that's it. And now I can slice this and we can print it. As you can see here, I'm using one of those BQ Glacier print sheets. This particular sheet is intended for a Bamboo Lab printer with a 256 squared print bed. This means it is a couple of centimeters longer in the front. Of course, there's no bed heat below the front couple of centimeters on the Core One, but this sheet is specifically designed for adhesion at lower temperatures, so maybe it'll be okay. As you can see, the printer had no trouble at the limits of the y-axis in printing, and I'm just going to hold up an original print sheet just to see how much longer the print would extend over the original sheet. And just showing with the ruler that we did print 240 millimeters in the y-axis. So why did Prusa go with only 220 millimeters for y? It looks like they did this to maintain part parity with the existing Mark IV's heated bed and print sheets. Anyway, finally back to the ball. Most of the ones downloadable from printables seem to be just under 240 millimeters in X and Y. So let's follow the same procedure as the box. As you can see, the ball printed out just fine, even past the widest part of its almost 240 millimeter equator. I was using scrap filament, so I even did a filament swap mid-print. Since this does go over Prusa's supported limit for Y, try this at your own risk. Be sure to test beforehand if your print head has the same range in the Y-axis. Also, make sure the dimensions of your print don't exceed 239 millimeters in Y. So, as you can see, with a few caveats, there is a little bit more Y-axis available. I wonder if a future upgrade could come with a larger heat bed and build sheets and make this space official. Anyway, thanks for watching.